Well, I've had 3 buttons and a bit of trash. Not filmed them, and just had that nice little buckle. It's curved, so I think that means it's likely to be a shoe buckle. Nice little thing. I don't know, 1800s. Now that was a 15. If it was like modern-y copper, I would have expected it a bit higher. So there might be some age to that. Does that look like a hand-done design rather than in a mould? There's a bit of an iron thing there. So I'll get that checked out. Might be some age to that. Now this piece of metal was found close to that circular thing with rings, and there's a design on there, isn't there? How old that is, don't know, but that looks pretty old, doesn't it? Look at that funny thing. Now, is that modern or is that old? Ooh. Probably quite modern, but I don't know. Yeah, it's a 17 signal, so yeah, not that loud a signal, but I don't know. We'll get it checked. And now I've got this bit of metal. At the rim or something, there's a bit of metal there. Interesting colour. We could have something a bit interesting here. Let's have a look. I've got no idea. What's that? That looks silver. Ooh. What is it? Up. Got its light. Oh, what is that? That's nice, isn't it? Well, that might clean up quite nice. Do you not know what that is? Oh, that wasn't that loud a signal. But ooh, look at that silver thing. Yeah, I wonder how old that is. That's interesting. What a beautiful thing. We'll clean that up and have a look at that. There's a bit more of it. It's only a 4 signal. It did look like silver. So, but I think it's silver. We'll see. Let's see if there's any more of it. Any little bit more. Can't wander away from this spot. Tiny little metal stud was nearby. I don't know if it's part of it, but it's old, isn't it? So I'll hang on to that. Well, there's another 4 signal in this. 4 on the Equinox. So, let's see which it's in. Oops. Not that one. That one. Set it there. Just trying to be so gentle with it. Just trying to make it kind of pop. The mud, that is. Yeah. So fragile. Oops. There. That's a bit more of it, I think. There. What it is, I don't know, but it's nice. Maybe some religious thing. Right, see if there's any more of these little bits of silver. Out of it, folded over. Oops, it's blowing away in the wind. If you'll be able to see it, but I can just see what's left of a, I think, George III Hibernian. There's a bit of a harp there. Now, look at this for a thing. What's that? There's detail there. Now, it could be like a draw handle, or it could be some kind of dagger handle or something, couldn't it? It looks some age to it, and I'm in a very nice spot. But look at the detail on that. Well, it's a little exciting, whatever it is. Now, what's that? It's bent up. Is it modern or not? Is it like a coin shape, squelched up? Don't know. Well, it's going dark now, going back for a frothy coffee. But that was not a bad hunt at all. That silver thing, like an acorn on a stick or whatever, with a frilly lacy thing around the outside, and as fragile as anything, and all coming out on fours. It was that thin and folded over. And then that circular thing with the hole in the centre with circle designs going round, you always think, oh, could that be like the top part between the blade and the handle of a dagger? And you think, well, no. But then there's that other handly thing, decorated handly thing. So, yeah, stuff to investigate. And silver, not bad at all. Right, well, this is it after a bit of a wash. Look at all those little bits. That was tough finding that. So I've had it in rainwater and just kind of gently swished very, very gently just to get some of it out, but there's still some inside there. And then what I did it's to make it, try and make it a tiny little bit stronger. I poured boiling water over it and then put cold water in after, you know, hoping to just strengthen it up a little bit. But what it is, I don't know. Someone said, you know, a friend of mine said it could be a whistle, but I don't know about that. Is it some kind of religious thing? I don't know if that's part of it, but it was there in the hole. But this was a 4. These were all 4s on the Equinox, which is incredibly low. Usually foil. So, you know, this is the top end of it. I don't know if that design went all the way around and it's come off, but it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like there's a line there. Or does there? But I was looking for that, but I couldn't find it. That kind of like skirting thing or whatever. Some religious thing. You can see there's still a bit of water coming out from inside. Fold it over. Yeah, I'll try and find out what it is. But that took some finding that. I won't turn the other bits over. But yeah, I won't turn other bits over. But it kind of goes to a point, and that might have been the tip of it, and that piece might be further up, maybe come off the side or something. But yeah, that one looks like it's been flattened, but it, you know, who would have it like that, kind of folded over in silver? Very strange. What its purpose? Who knows? An ink pen? I really don't know. But I don't know, something religious, incense. Any ideas would be very, very welcome. Yeah. Nice to find it. How I'm going to kind of store that, what the museum people will make of it, who knows. So yeah, I don't know what these are off. Clearly it's kind of like almost like a washer, or, you know, a connecting part, a squared rod going through the centre, but what it's a buffer between, a bit of decoration on that. I don't know what they are for, whether they've got a range of things that they were used for. Yeah, this would have been a very snazzy, is that a word that the Americans know? A very snazzy gold gilded button in its time, wouldn't it? God, if you're not finding buttons, you're not finding anything, are you? I assume this is quite modern, but it just looks cool. Look at that. Looks a bit precise engineering for older, but what do I know? Yeah, interesting stuff. Cool. I mean, this is a beautiful coin. That's the ship's coin, 1938. Look at that green colour. How beautiful is that? And that ship. Fantastic maritime history. How beautiful. And there's the impression in the soil of half of it. I think the 1806 George III halfpence. It's taken a bit of a battering, but quite a bit of detail still on it. Yeah, Britannia. I think an iron nail through an oblong of lead. I think the lead is used to protect the iron, stop it rusting. I know it's only a little stud, but it's worth checking out when you've had Roman finds on this field. So that's handmade, because you can see the square nail part. Goes to a point, and there might be some like gilding there, some silver in. So yeah, hey stud. Yeah. 7 signal on the Equinox 800, loud signal, which good chance it's a copper coin, and it is. George III, early Hibernian. You know, not fantastic condition, but good enough to be able to tell what it is. What a shame they all don't come out of the ground fantastic. Okay, for want of a better word, a horse ring. Sometimes these are annular brooches, but I've looked around the rim, there doesn't seem to... oh, maybe there. No. Sometimes you might see a mark on the rim. So these are kind of different types. If you look at this, it's not perfectly round and it's flattened, and you can kind of see file marks as if a file's gone over it. So that might be 1800s, and you can kind of see it's not kind of round. More modern ones are kind of pressed. The very modern one, well, not to say very modern ones, are kind of hollow and like rolled. But there is, I've not found many, maybe just a couple. One absolutely beautiful one that looks like it could be Roman or Celtic. I'll put a picture up. A detective friend of mine, Cassup Knox digger, is it Cassup Knox? Gordon. He found one recently, a smaller one than the one I found, and they're beautiful things. I'd guess Roman, but who knows. Just had this. It's a 15 signal, so that's not very modern copper. So that's in its favour, 15. There's a little, looks to be like a notch there. I am definitely not saying it is, but we've had parts of a gun on here, haven't we? So could that be part of the barrel? Who knows. This one looks a similar design, but not been filed flat. I mean, if you look, it doesn't look like, look at that. Were they made in a strip of them? That's strange, that, isn't it? And there. Ooh. It does look old. I'm intrigued by that thing there. Yeah. Some of these must have been Celtic ring money. Look at that tiny bit of lead. I mean, there are farm tokens on here, but that's tiny, but it looks like one. Wow. Wonder what that signified. A farthing? Who knows? The lead farm token. You can just make out the lattice design that side, I think. And then that side's got the petals. What is it? 6? One missing. Yeah, I think this was very deep. Swallowed the pinpointer and then some, couple of inches. Just a slight flash. I've gone and I was filming something in the house and I've gone and left me camera there, so I'm on the phone. But that's a lovely old buckle, one of the nicest I've found. Very nice. It's like is it scalloping or whatever at the ends? I'll see if I can't find out the age and the background of that. Oh, I'm chuffed with that. It's this wet ground. Deep signals. Fingers crossed. Well, I think I know what that is. I think it's snapped at both ends, and that little groove halfway up, I think that's the end of a buckle. I think. A little rounded oblong buckle. You can see where the bar went across. Quite simple design. Perhaps it was the Puritans. That's a bit different. A folded over halfpence. Just from the top of the head there. I think it might be an Edward, Queen Victoria's son. But could be wrong. Interesting that it's folded over. Could be done by farm machinery, but I doubt it. Is it a love token? Someone just playing games? Now that's obviously a thimble, but that looks a bit silvery to me. Oops. Let's just gently pop it out. So I'm trying to look at it, the phone's in the way. I think I don't know. Get back to you on that, but I have a feeling that is silver. If it is, it's only my second silver thimble. Very nice. Silver's always nice. Yeah, not only do I think it's silver, that was on the end, but I think that's a ring as well. That's not part of the, I don't think, that was at the bottom, wasn't it, if we go back to the previous footage. But I think that's somebody's silver ring as well as silver thimble. Whoops. Oh, what an interesting find. That's a bit of a loss to somebody, isn't it? Is that an engagement ring or something? Maybe even wedding ring, I don't know. Just a ring given, family or something. But that is very nice. Two silvers together.